here we are, and I feel like...
Oh, look at us. Well, I had on less clothes than you. Oh, you were showing your little butterfly and your little belly, and I'm showing my big, big personality.
The butterfly connection also speaks to me.
Yeah.
Because butterflies meant so much to me as a kid, and they're such a signature for you. And here we are, and I feel like, I'm looking a little come hither in this photograph, but...
Oh, well, you look cute. You weren't even born when that was done, were you?
I was 3.
You was 3 years old when I did my first.
And working like a dog.
I know.
Already.
Yeah.
I love that we have this connection.
Yeah.
And it's scary for me to dare to ever even say I feel like I have so much connection or commonalities or aspirations towards you, but I look at the hair, I look at the butterflies, I look at the Playboy, I look at the encouragement for everyone to be who they truly are and love them for it. And that's why you're so important to me, is because there's no one who doesn't love you on the planet.
Oh, there is, but we don't want to hear about them. And don't write in and say, I'm not one of these.
No, we have a few people that wrote in on fax, actually, to ask you questions. Why the fax machine? It's my favorite thing in the world. It's the written word, but in an instant.
In an instant. But you know what? I always say I'm a low-tech girl in a high-tech world, but I surround myself with all these people that are into that high-tech world, but I don't want to talk to everybody that wants to talk to me. I don't text because I don't want to have to answer. If somebody calls me, I'll answer if I want to talk to them, or I'll call them back when I can. Otherwise, I got too much to think about than to clutter my mind up with everything else. I'm certainly not a stupid person. I could learn it if I wanted to, but I'd rather just have my fax machine call in my creative stuff to my crew, and I've got the best crew in the world, and I surround myself with great people, but I just don't have time to just sit with my face in the phone all day.
How do you think people can learn to accept that about themselves? Like, I'm not on email because it's just too much for me. I'm away from my phone all day at work, and it's such a expectation of people to get back to everyone in this world. How can you allow some personal permission to not be on the hamster wheel all the time for everybody?
Well, I prefer to have a lot of time to myself. That's where I do my thinking. That's where I do my creating. And if I get in, I don't even care what other people are doing. I watch the news. I know what's going on. I read everything, get my hands on. But I just don't have time to do all of that crazy stuff and to be involved in too much. That's why I have management. That's why I have people. That's why I have a good team. And I'm not making excuses. I just don't want to do it, and I never will do it. And they laugh at me because I have my little fax machine. I thought, well, you either call me and I'll answer, or if you want to send me something, fine. Otherwise, I'll call my crew or anybody. I'm surrounded with people around me,
and
so
you
I don't
love
miss
them.
it.
And they're your friends, and they speak for you, and you all speak well for each other, eloquently and kindly to everybody, but you manage it all by asking for help, knowing your boundaries, knowing what you're interested in, what you're not, and making that a peaceful decision for you that you don't feel guilty about.
Well, I don't feel guilty about any of it. I know exactly who I am and what I want. And like I said before, what I will and won't do.